So Ash, these mushrooms.
Yes.
Read that article. Great. I really am excited about the Lilliputian hallucinations caused by mushrooms. So I'm reading this article, and it's like scientists found them in this place, and they bought them, and they fed them to mice. Like they fucking ate them. You know that they ate them.
Well, maybe they took up a little bit and also gave it to the mouse.
They also fed them to mice, but you're telling me scientists going around like asking people, hey, what's the mushroom that causes you to see little people? And they giggle and say that one. They didn't go home and like trip on the Lilliputian hallucination. They all did.
I mean, good science would demand, like
I know. I just don't understand why we're pretending that that's not the first thing that they did.
Yeah, why don't they put in the newspaper that they all did drugs?
Yeah.
If I was a creature made of stagnant water, I'd rather die and return to my water bog. This is episode 425 of Insert Credit, where my personal collection of video game experts assembles at my whim to entertain my curiosities as though I were some manner of mad king. I'm Alex Jaffe, and the most memorable sports game I attended was seeing Mark McGwire during the Race to 62 season home run. So it was really remarkable. Every time he was at a bat, you just saw these wave of cameras flashing because everybody wanted to catch one of the home runs. And I saw two of them. It was really cool. We all knew he was on steroids and nobody cared.
Nice.
That's right.
My name is Frank Cifaldi, and the most memorable sporting match that I attended, I saw Michael Jordan play. Michael Jordan. Yeah. I saw Jordan play it was a preseason
like Tiddlywinks
game.
or what?
No, he played NBA basketball.
Oh, interesting.
But he played preseason NBA basketball in Las Vegas, I believe, at UNLV's.
This was the team with Sylvester the Cat and Yosemite Sam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Dennis Rodman.
Right.
I'm Ash Parrish. The most memorable sporting event that I've attended was Akron Rubber Ducks baseball game. But I won't tell you the specifics of that until after we finish the introductions, because it's a long story, and I've never told it before because I've never been able to until now.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, then I'll quickly say I'm Brandon Sheffield. I think you've heard this before, and I don't remember all the details, but I was present when Ricky Henderson of the Oakland Athletics stole his whatever base was the most bases stolen. Everyone had been waiting for him to break that record, and he picked the base up and he held it aloft. And he was running around, and I was 9 or so, and I was like, why is everybody so excited? I didn't know what was happening. I was not interested in baseball. I wasn't I think I knew that whoever brought me, a friend of my mom's, had said something about why it something could happen, but I didn't understand baseball, didn't know the significance of what occurred, but I was there.
So I have a question. You didn't know anything about baseball. When he picked up the base,
did you think
he
stealing?
He stole
That's what
it.
stealing a base is?
No, I wish I had. That would have been funny. No, but when he picked up the base, I was like, whoa, there's a big pipe coming out of there. I thought they were just on the
placed
ground.
on their pillows.
Either that, or just somehow they were baked in to the ground or something, because they didn't move around.
They grew the soil around it.
I have to admit, I didn't know that until right now. So
just a big pole coming out of the bottom of it.
Makes total sense.
It's
that's
2
what
feet
they
long.
should do. They should do that instead.
Yeah,
I think it's interesting.
It's a good idea. We should
should do that thing they're already doing.
They should do that.
I'm going to start a petition.
3 of the 4 of us chose baseball, and I wouldn't. Alex, you live in New York. Every New Yorker does baseball.
Go Mets.
Fine. I would not associate you with baseball, Brandon, and that makes sense because you said you don't care about baseball. No. Frank, you're a complete enigma when it comes to sports. You should be the baseball guy, and I definitely should not. I don't know. You just give baseball energy.
Really?
Frank's a big stats guy. And I think baseball's the stats
That's not
sport.
true. I'm a stats guy. Name one time I was a stats guy.
Your entire career of like cataloging video game history, my dude.
I understand what he's saying.
It's not stats.
But you give the vibe of a statistician.
Okay.
That is not helped
the glasses?
by...
What?
It is the
glasses.
face. It's definitely...
Totally the
you have a baseball vibe. You just have this Pacific Northwest baseball vibe.
I do agree that you have a baseball vibe.
It might be the Maniac Mansion poster behind you.
That's probably it.
Anyway, okay.
I will say that my most memorable actually was a baseball game, but
There
I
we
didn't want
go.
to tell the story.
There you go.
So I want Jordan because that's the most, like, I don't know, the coolest one. Anyway.
Yeah. So this baseball story, Akron Rubber Ducks. Okay. Haven't been able to tell. I just have not told the story because I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those things like, yeah, you should probably wait until, things could not have a, potential professional impact on you. And this still might, but it's not a big deal because I don't give a shit anymore. So either last year or the year before that, remember when Dr. Disrespect got banned from Twitch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dr.
we didn't
Disrespect
know-
my wife.
Like, yeah, we knew why, but nobody was able to confirm why. Remember I broke that story? Like we had the confirmation.
Was that the like filming in the bathroom?
No,
guy, or-
no.
No,
this was-
that was,
which one
I
was
mean,
this?
it was that guy.
Yeah,
yes.
it was the filming in the bathroom guy, but it was another
but
incident.
a different incident. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't
yeah.
know the incident. Okay.
Yeah. So we had a suspicion, like the general video gaming public had a suspicion it has something to do with texting underage people.
Mm.
And turns out that was the case. Nobody was able to confirm that, but I was able to confirm it. And
I remember this now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I broke that story. So that story came to me on a Saturday. I don't work on Saturdays. And I knew that day we were going to the Akron Rubber Ducks game with my husband and his family because his mom was there working the event. And, we like going to, I don't know if it's AA baseball or whatever. We like going to the events in the city. It's nice. It's a good time, whatever. Cool. So it's Saturday. I'm having a good time, chilling out, waiting to go to this baseball game. So I'm high as fuck. I get a message from someone like, hey, I have this information. Can I share it with you? And this person shares this information with me. And I'm like, fuck, I have to write this now because if this person has this information out there, there have been some inklings of the story that had started to get reporting out at that time. I'm like, if I need to break the story, I need to like write it now on this Saturday high as fuck. So I did that. And by the time I had posted it and whatever, like we had to go to the baseball game. I was super late because I had to finish it. I was like super anxious and like super nervous with the like weight of the story, which it turned out it wasn't that big a deal. We all knew the shit anyway. This was just confirming it. But I spent that entire baseball game high as shit, paranoid as hell, looking around because I'm super paranoid as I'm trying to explain to Travis's parents why I was late. And I'm like talking like, Dr. Disrespect, he's this guy and whatever.
And like,
I was
no?
able to, and they're like, no, but like I'm pointing at all the kids around like, they know who he is. They know who he is. Keep your voice down.
I would only know who that is if it turns out he's a sex pest. Otherwise, I have no idea who that is.
And I'm like yelling and like, keep your voice down, like super paranoid. Like it was very funny. Like that whole thing was very funny. Like I'm super high. I was super nervous. Ended up being fine. But yeah, I've never told that story before. You guys are the first to hear it.
That sure is a memorable sports experience.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely qualifies. Here is my first question for you all. One way that I like to play video games is by balancing them with productive activities. Like I'll play a certain unit of a game and then I'll take a break to do something I need to do, like do the laundry or work on an article. And then once I've completed a certain benchmark, I go back to that. Demon School has been really good for that recently. I can do a day of Demon School and then now I can do something else. So what I'm looking for is more games where I can balance in like reasonable chunks, just these meal-sized portions of games that I can like productivity swap with. What are some games that might be good for that?
First of all, I just want to note about Demon School, a little misstep that I made was assuming everyone was going to play it like that. And I really designed it so that people would play it like that, like play for a little while, take a break, play some more. And I think in so doing, the people who wanted to just like binge and burn straight through it, they had maybe less than the exact optimal experience that I was hoping for them because they wind up kind of like burning out on it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like too much at once.
It's like, wow, another battle. Okay.
Yeah. Whereas doing it in like 15-minute, half-hour blocks is what I thought everyone was going to want to do because everyone's so busy and tired.
Right.
But I vastly underestimated the RPG liker and how much they want to bust through stuff.
Unfortunately, you made it for the insert credit listener.
That's right.
Not the RPG liker.
That's right. Whoops. But yeah, other games like that, boy, you know, the complicated thing is a lot of games are designed like that, but with too many hooks in them. Like mobile games are designed for those short stints, but they're also like, however, if you then just do also this, then this will happen. And then if you also do this. So they're like theoretically designed in small bites. They're all like designed for you to kind of feel bad if you stop.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help. So yeah.
So which one's the good Final Fantasy with the boys who cook for each other and are nice?
Final
That's
Fantasy
15.
15.
15. Final Fantasy 15. When I played that.
It's as good as 8 and 7 combined. That's math.
That's right.
That's right.
So you spend a lot of time in that game driving on the road, and you can choose to have someone else drive, and you can also choose to warp or not warp, to your point. When I played it, I let someone else drive, and I let it rip, and I've just picked up the book I was working on.
That's
Every
great.
time I had to drive somewhere in Final Fantasy, and I just kind of read until we got there, and I was like, oh, we're here.
What was your average, like, do you know what your average reading time, like what was your average trip time that you got reading done?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's cute.
A lot of those trips are like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like they're significant. So you can get some.
I mean, I've played games before where I've been like grinding for rare resources loops. And what I'll do is I'll turn off the background music and like put on an audiobook instead. That's fun.
Well, I think the classic answer would be like run-based type stuff. So your Hades, your Loop Hero.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something like that.
Yeah, a lot of those kinds of things where it's like, okay, I will do one run of this until I die, and then I'll move along. The only problem with that is sometimes you do really well. And then you're kind of stuck for a while, or you do so almost well that you're like, I got to do it again.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with those roguelites that you just want to like, oh, I got to get back in there and try again.
Yeah.
No, I think I bring up Demon School as an example because there's like, it's a 15 to 20 minute thing, and there's definite progress that is made. And it's just like, oh, I can put this down and do something else before I come back to it.
Yeah,
I got the game for you.
Oh, yeah?
Ball Pit.
Ball Pit.
Ball X Pit. Those runs, you say it's Arkanoid, but spicy. Explain it. You get different ways to shoot the balls, and you get different combinations or whatever. It's spicy Arkanoid, but those runs, you can die, but you still progress. You still get resources and whatever that you can use to do the base building part. And every run is like 20 minutes. Not even 20 minutes. Like a long run is like 19.
Does it not have those compulsion hooks in it where you're like, I just got to do one more though?
It's not like
really.
a Vampire Survivors. It's not like a Balatro.
It's not. I mean, I can definitely get in that loop, but I feel like the endpoints are a little bit more hard coded. That it feels better to stop than it does to like go back in like you would with like a Hades or a Balatro. It's like it's more friction. It's not actual friction, but it's more friction because at the end of the run, you go back up from this pit, and you have to build your base and upgrade things, maybe move some things around, and then collect them, which is its own little mini game, and that provides a nice little coda, so much that it doesn't make me want to immediately jump back into running another dungeon. So I don't know, it just that works for me. Max like hardest stuff or longest things that I can do was like 20 minutes. There's one guy who shoots the ball and makes it like a turn-based combat. So I shoot the ball, they come to me, they stop. They come to me, I stop, like that back and forth. That with like 2 bosses in it, still took 20 minutes. So it's very good with that.
Well, much like Frank, as he was discussing before the show, I think another major component of this is I like to see little guys running around. I think
it is very much a little guy running around game.
It's important for there to be some kind of narrative, guys doing things at each other.
Yeah. Here's a recent game which may or may not fit the brief. Hypogaea, which I played pretty recently. It is a Yeah, I'll talk about this more in one of our Game of the Year episodes. But platforming game where you got a pogo stick, basically not a pogo stick. It's like a pole vaulting thing, and you are a little robot, and you are in a Quake-like arena. The whole game is about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, but there's a bunch of natural resting points. And once you get into the biggest area, it's like, oh, there's 4 lights that I have to light up. And each one of those 4 lights is a specific little platforming experience. And then you can stop. And I wound up playing it that way because I felt like if I played through it straight, it was going to maybe be too much of the same thing. But when I played through it across like 4 sessions, it was very good, like half hour of this game, and then I can do something else.
Yeah, I'm looking at footage of this right now. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly the kind of thing that I'm looking for in a productivity game. Absolutely. Hypogea.
Jeffy,
we'll talk about it more soon.
Yeah. Did you just leverage us to give you video game recommendations? Is that what all this was?
Mad King, baby, as I said at the top of the show. That's a me. Which character has suffered the biggest design downgrade in video game history?
Ooh, boy.
So many people.
Yeah.
Wow.
I immediately go to like HD remakes, right? Like, like the Monkey Island remake just looks awful. Or like, I don't know, when they tried to do like Earthworm Jim in HD, it's like, okay, this was acceptable when it was pixels, but now this is just gross looking. So I think that whole era of HD remakes of pixel games where the implication was like, nah, this is what it should look like. All of those were downgrades for the characters. So that's my generic answer. I'm
gonna say, and this is maybe like, I mean, it's maybe too deep in the zone, but I think, and it's kind of in a similar vein. I think Arl from Puyo Puyo got a pretty big downgrade when they moved to Puyo Puyo Fever. So she was a very cutesy little chibi pixel art person, and then she became this kind of Y2K vector person, which has its own charm, but to me, it's lost a bunch of the cuteness of the original. I posted those so you could take a look, see what you think. I don't know if that's a real true downgrade. It's definitely different, and it's the first thing I thought of. So there you go.
Yeah.
This one's not coming to me as fast as I thought it would. Overwatch 2. That's all you get.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Who suffered the most in the changeover from 1 to 2?
The entire game. Overwatch 2 is the character in this.
Overwatch 2 itself.
Wow.
In much the same way that the city is the 4th character.
Yes.
The 5th character.
I assume that's a Seinfeld joke?
Yeah, it's a Sex and the City joke.
Damn it.
I'm gonna.
It was one of them.
I'm gonna make
it's a Lady Seinfeld. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make an obvious one, which is the original design for Sonic the movie.
A downgrade. Yeah.
That's pretty straight, but I was trying to think of like, are the Sonic Boom characters a downgrade? I feel like Knuckles.
I don't think so. I think they're just different.
I think downgrading Knuckles to a dumb himbo was probably upsetting for me. But other than that, I actually like how those characters look, at least.
Yeah.
They don't bother me.
No, I was looking at it and like Sonic having a little kerchief, I kind of like it actually.
I do too. I think
he's a little adventurer now. So maybe I'm fine with it.
I think
I'm coming around.
There was a time when I didn't like Sonic's, lengthening for the Dreamcast, but I've definitely come around to liking it quite a bit. So
yeah,
I will defend Sonic Boom's kerchief in that I really like the idea of a photorealistic hedgehog wearing a little kerchief. And if it works on that, it could work for the design.
Yeah, I don't think you need to defend this. We all like it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'll defend it on the merit that these character designs remind me of the Saturday morning cartoon. Like, they look like scrappy freedom fighters. I know that's not what they're doing, but that's what they look like to me.
I think the higher poly Cloud Strife gets, the more downgraded he is as a character. He should just be like 12
a little Lego man.
12 little blocks flomping around. That's Cloud.
There's a lot of people who can't go there with you.
Oh, well, certainly.
You want Cloud to look like he's trying to sell you Robux.
Yeah, that's right.
You want Cloud to look like he stars in the game Balls with a Z.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want him to look like he takes the entire computing power of the Jaguar, but that's all.
Yeah. I think Pikachu is a big one.
Did they
I've
change
never
Pikachu?
mind. I mean, Fat Pikachu versus the kind of
versus modern Pikachu. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Fat Pikachu is good. That's for sure.
Fat
That's
Pikachu
true.
has a place. So does this Pikachu. And I don't think anybody thinks that's a downgrade. I think they realize both have their place.
Bomberman Act Zero. Bomberman. You
Wait,
know,
I don't.
is that
That's
really?
the one where they made Bomberman look like Master Chief.
Yeah, I mean, it is again.
Yeah. Of course,
It is
it's for the
again
Xbox
very
360.
different, but it feels like a downgrade. Like I've been ready for about 20 years to be a defender of that game. I still haven't worked my way around to defending it, but but I think anytime you like extremify something, it gets weird.
Ash, as the Tomb Raider liker, how do you feel about the various Lara Croft redesigns?
I think she's been getting better personally. That's just me.
I actually did not care for the Square Enix. I think it's a trilogy at this point. Like the survival series, I think they call it. I was never a fan of that. Like that more realistic, more, down to earth, grounded Laura. I understand that she was necessary for the time for the evolution of the character in the series because that's what we were doing in like 2014. Makes perfect sense. I'm glad they had success with it. She wasn't for me. So I'm really glad that we're getting back to, the little circle lenses, the double pistols, and the long ass braid. Like, this is my Laura.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody has like different versions of like, who Mario is or whatever. That one is my Laura, and I'm glad that she's back.
Yeah, I really thought that trilogy was, to me, that was like the culmination of what that series was about.
That's time.
For me.
My next question is, who's your Mario? What does
that mean?
Yeah, Ash, you're just like, everyone has their Mario. What does that mean that everyone has their Mario?
Oh, like the Mario that they grew.
Are you making this up? Like,
no, I did kind of say that. Like, which Mario through the ages is your Mario? Like,
Oh,
like,
you did say that. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
How do you apply that to this kind of question?
So, but we can expand it.
I think
Sonic is your Mario?
Sonic's my Mario.
Well, I think
Sonic
Sonic is the Neo Geo Pocket one.
Yeah.
He's a cute little guy. I like that. I think that's good.
In the box, he's Sonic Adventure Sonic. And
but in the game,
he's kind of like Game Gear 1.
So
Sonic.
Neo Geo Pocket Sonic is your Mario.
That's my Mario, yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll answer the question straight up. And Super Mario Galaxy Mario is my Mario.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Why is Super Mario Galaxy Mario your Mario?
Mamma mia.
I really didn't fuck with Mario before that. Like, yeah, he was there, but he was never like, you're cool, I guess. But like, he only became like cool.
He's too shiny in that game, I think.
I don't mind it.
I don't like I like a matte Mario, not a glossy Mario.
Sure. Yeah.
I
don't want them all sweaty.
Mario in that game is the first time that I like admired a 3D Mario. Like there's just something about that game. Like just the maybe I like the shininess of it. I like the audio in that game a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I don't just mean like the music, just like whatever, minor vocal effects they put on. It just sounds so crisp to me, that game. So,
yeah.
My Mario is either that one or I really like the sprite in like US Mario 2, where he has white eyeballs. I think that's
a good
really
Mario.
Good looking Mario. I've always
is that where he
one.
looks like very much more Italian, like an actual normal guy instead of like a video game character?
No,
he looks like Mario.
Okay. There's like art that I think of like maybe on the old like I don't know,
like a ColecoVision.
Well, like on the NES box art.
Kind of, yeah.
In game.
I'm talking about like illustrations.
So in game, the Mario 2 Mario looks really good because he has white eyes, and the way that they accomplish that is that the eyeballs are like a separate sprite that just follows him around.
Oh, that's so
adorable.
Fun.
Yeah. So that's how they got that extra color. Yeah.
Wow.
Frank, you can probably guess my Mario is the
Bonk's Revenge.
is the secret unused sprite that still remained in a stall for the Sega Saturn because they were when they were prototyping it, they were like, we need a Mario. And so there's actually a sprite of him, and he looks terrifying. He looks like he's about to steal something from you.
I love how you prefaced all that with "you can probably guess this."
You can probably guess this.
You did not guess this.
I've seen that one.
Really? he's ridiculous look. I mean, honestly, he's that's not my real Mario, but it's very funny. It's very funny. It's a good Mario sprite.
Yeah, as someone who really admires intricate sprite work, I think the best looking sprite Mario is the Superstar Saga Mario from like those Game Boy Advance RPGs. I thought those were some really nice looking sprites.
Did you ever see the cut Mario boss enemy from Alex Kidd in Shinobi World?
No, I
let's
haven't.
Let's
see
it.
that.
Oh, that's cute.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Mario.
Oh, that's adorable.
I love that. That's our Mario.
Yeah, Daimyo Mario.
Daimyo Mario.
Is Mario the cut enemy that's not even accessible in Alex Kidd in Shinobi World? Is that insert credits Mario?
No, I think it's the one Brandon said.
I think it's the Estelle one.
I think it's the scary Estelle Mario.
Yeah.
But that's a runner-up. That's the Luigi.
I like it.
I've got a little bit of a math problem for you.
Oh, no.
And a little bit of a media critical problem for you. A riddle, I suppose.
That's better.
Okay.
Is the average video game based on a movie better than the average movie based on a video game?
That's a really good question. That's a fantastic question.
It is a good question, and my initial feeling is the average video game based on a movie is better.
Yeah.
But
and that is like heavily recency bias.
Sure. Yes. That's recent.
No.
Frank and Brandon probably have examples of this better in the past too, but like, you know, me, I'm going to be like, okay, Indiana Jones over here.
No, so you're saying on average.
Yeah,
right?
on average.
Yeah, okay, so I think in the old days, like if you take the entirety of history all at once, it's like we had an era where they would just make a whatever video game and put the license on it.
Yeah.
And most of those are at least fine, you know? So
and the movies were like way more cash-in style cash-ins than they are now.
I would say that the 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie is the movie tie-in video game of movies.
That movie is
I'm gonna need you to explain
that. I'm having a hard time keeping up.
So that is the opposite, where they like made a movie and slapped a video game
on it.
As opposed to made a video game and slapped a movie.
It's not actually what happened, but it feels like that.
Yeah.
That movie, Ash, have you seen it?
I've seen the movie, yeah. Okay. I like it.
I continue.
I think everyone likes it.
It's my most rented blockbuster movie.
The fact that movie exists from the Max Headroom creators with all this like queer positive stuff going on in it is just and body positivity and stuff is just so anomalous.
I have to watch it again.
And the post-apocalyptic weirdness of it and all the practical effects and just like Dennis Hopper is there. It's just so what a treat that movie exists. I saw that in the theater with five people.
Oh my God.
And I came out and I was like, nice. And all the other people were like, why?
That's good.
Good movie.
I had a good time too. I was like 11. That was great. I wasn't that was Mario. I was like, that was weird. I like that.
Exactly.
Did everybody here see this in theaters?
No.
Just the two of us.
Just us two.
Okay. Because
I just saw it on TV a million times.
Yeah,
I
caught that on
TNT.
Video. Oh no, I never rented it. That was not a thing that was allowed.
But now I think that people spend too much time thinking about doing a license game based on the movie. Like there's almost too much thought into going into it, so that it becomes this kind of like weird third space in between licensed game and actual new property based on that thing and whatever. And the movies have in general gotten a lot better in just like the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting average.
I don't know a Sonic fan who watched the Sonic 3 movie and didn't like it.
Yeah. So I think on average it's still that the game is better. Game based on a movie is better than movie based on the game. But
that gap is closing hard.
In recent history, it's the opposite is true.
But if we're going for average, then there used to be like 40 a year, and now there's like 0.25 a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was There wasn't there an Avatar
you know
Way
how
of
much of a
Water
stats
movie?
nerd here.
Yeah.
That's right, on the Insert Credit Show.
That's right.
So just-
Old baseball Safaldi.
We'll have to. Well, we'll see how the average changes when Silent Hill comes out.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And then you think of, well, you did say movies.
The one
but
movie isn't going to skew it that much, I don't think.
No, but I'm thinking of all the other video game adaptation. Oh yeah, like Fallout and shit.
Oh
Yeah,
Mm.
the TV shows are
movie.
kind of thrown
Yeah,
the
I know,
cards
that's
here.
the-
It's TV.
Yeah.
But what I predict is going to happen and possibly do well is a Silent Hill F movie. I think that is going to occur, and I think it'll probably be pretty good. That's my prediction for you.
Is that going to be a Hollywood movie, or is that going to
No.
be like a Japanese horror movie?
It's going to be made in Japan. They might get Takashi Miike to do it.
Ooh.
He'll do it in about a month and a half, and it'll have some weird stuff in it, and maybe it'll be really good.
Has there
That's
ever
what I think.
been like a live action Japanese horror movie based on a video game?
Yes. Wait.
Yeah, a lot of different properties. Yeah, there's ones based on like visual novels even and stuff.
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show me where the White Day movie is.
White Day is Korean, but
Oh, is it?
yeah,
White Day is
Korean.
what?
Korean.
Oh.
My immediate
Show me the
yes
White Day movie.
was
Oh, well.
I had to take it back because I was like, Sweet Home, but like no, Sweet Home was a movie first, actually.
Right. Yeah. That was actually based on Werewolves of London before it was.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be right back after a quick break. It was a joke about Sweet Home Alabama, folks.
Nope.
The song Sweet Home Alabama starts with the same chord progression as Warren Zevon's Werewolves of London.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it took
there
a
you go.
That's cool.
couple steps, but
Yeah, there you go.
that's good then.
Oh, I had to do all the math. Just
Yeah.
to bring it all together.
Somebody's going to get that joke. Welcome back to Insert Credit. As they say in the old parlance, squad-a-la, we are back. It's time to go to the question hole. This is the part of every episode where I take one of the questions submitted to me by the kind and generous listeners at patreon.com/insertcredit, where amongst all manner of other varieties of perks, you get access to a form that lets you submit your own questions to this show, one of which I'll pick out of the box and have us all answer together, as is the tradition. This week's question comes from SaveaSaturn, who says, you are sent to a desolate island for life, and you can take any one game with you, but one that you have never played. What would the game be, and why?
You can tell it's a good question because there's dead air for like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
Well,
solid.
You
20
don't have to
seconds.
tell there's dead air.
Let's establish rules. There's nothing like it just works no matter what.
It just works
Like,
no matter
yeah.
what. Your battery won't run out.
Yeah.
And
I'm on the fence about whether you get internet access.
it's,
Okay.
it's for forever. Do we know? Like it's
This
just
is
indefinitely.
you
I'm on an
only
island.
get this one game. There's no rescue in sight.
I'm going to
Okay.
say we don't get internet access. And the reason I'm going to say that is because it's a deserted island. And the first thing I would do with a connected video game is like, get me off this island.
Yeah, here's my
Right.
coordinate. Yeah,
so I
here are
think
my
we have to rule out
identifiable-
internet connected
Yeah,
video
no
game.
internet connection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there goes
Yeah.
mine.
You know what? I will allow internet connection if it's like Mario Kart and like the only thing you can say to people is
Sure.
like, I'm using tilt controls.
Or in Earth Defense Force 2 on the Vita, you could say, I love tanks.
Yes.
Just
Oh
spamming,
yeah.
I love tanks. I love tanks. And then I would see somebody else be like, I love tanks off in the distance. That's good.
Or you could play Magic the Gathering Arena, where all you can do is like say nice or some other
Nice.
combination of
Nice.
words.
Magic the Gathering Arena.
Nice. Oops.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know.
So
How's
I can never have even like launched it. I take it.
Right. It has
Based
to
on
be a
the spirit
game
of the question, yeah.
you have never touched with your human hands.
I got a game that I think will set me up right.
Yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, baby. That's gonna be a real nice time for about 20 hours, maybe 40.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I can think of that I would be interested to play that I have not played that I think would be okay.
Yeah, I mean, where my brain went is basically the same place, but I can't do it because I have tried to play it, which is Baldur's Gate 3. I just feel like, there's enough, there are enough characters there, there's enough story
Yeah.
there that, yes, you will have exhausted all the content after, like, I don't know, 3 weeks, maybe, right? Like, unless you're playing full time, but you're probably like, finding food and stuff, but you're not playing full time.
Yeah.
But I think it's so rich in content that you will forget stuff, So it would be something like that, but I already did that one, so I'd have to just pick another RPG.
Baldur's Gate 2.
Yeah.
So I'm like, trying to cheat, and I was thinking about games like Desaimon 2, which is a shooting game maker.
Oh, okay.
And the value re-release of it comes with like 200 shooting games made by fans. And so I would just get a bunch of video game in there for free.
Yeah, but that you'd be so bored with that.
I would be.
No,
So
I
that's
take
what-
it back. I take my answer back.
That's why I'm thinking that's probably not the way to go, and probably the way to go is like, I've maybe played, I think I've played an hour of Dragon Quest 7 and maybe one other Dragon Quest for like 30 minutes or something like that. So the biggest Dragon Quest maybe would be maybe.
I think I have my actual answer.
Yeah.
So do I. Teacher, can I take mine back?
You are allowed to take it back. I'm your teacher now.
Thank you.
So you got it, but I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna bring Satisfactory. That seems like a game that people just pour forever into. It is something where you're just building your own, thing, and like I was thinking about this because I was thinking about when I was thinking about Baldur's Gate. It's not just like the characters or whatever. It's just that there's so many ways you can approach situations that would keep me entertained. Something like Satisfactory is just that, right? It's offline, and it is just building, your efficient factories in space or whatever, and mining for resources, and it's something that does have infinite creative replayability, and it would keep my mind going. It would keep me at least a little bit sharp, trying to solve problems that I'm self-inflicting on myself with this factory. So I'm going to go.
And you've never played this before?
And I've never played Satisfactory.
Okay. Yeah, my answer is Super Mario Maker 2.
Okay.
And then I could take advantage of the whole being online thing, but can't like communicate with anyone. And I could just get endless hordes. Yeah, endless games. I can teach myself how to do Kaizo, like
this
all
is
that
much
stuff.
better than whatever Brandon's shooter thing.
Yeah.
My shooter thing is great.
Once you said that, I'm like, oh, Super Mario Maker, and I'm set up.
Also,
Until they
I'm just
shut down the servers.
I'm upset that I didn't think of that based on Brandon's answer. It's like, well, there'd have to be some kind of old PC Engine thing. There's nothing, no one's ever made anything like that again.
I do want to shout out my friend Donnie, who spent a year with very limited internet access in a foreign country, mainly surviving solely on the video game NetHack. He just played that for a whole year. And because it was endlessly reiterative as like the purest roguelike, he didn't play with any GUI. It was all ASCII art. And he just submersed himself in it, and that's how he subsisted that whole year.
Okay, what was that one? Caves of Quud
Caves
or whatever.
Caves of Cud, yeah.
That's my new answer.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna get Make My Video for the Sega CD by Marky Mark with Marky Mark
That's
and the
your
Funky
one
Bunch,
game.
because you can remix that video as much as you want. Infinite possibilities.
That's your Mario Maker.
You could do anything.
So we got our
Your
Mario.
Marky Mark
So this is
Maker.
everybody's Mario Maker. My
Your
Mario Maker is
Markio
Mario
Maker.
Maker.
Yeah,
Frank's Mario
Yeah.
Maker.
Yeah,
my next question is, what's your Marky Mark?
I don't think I really came up with a good one that I would actually like to do, unfortunately. So I guess I lose the end.
All right. My next question, what makes bad video games successful?
Marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Graphics.
Marky marketing.
If it's got good graphics and marketing, that'll do it.
Controversy.
It won't always do it. Yeah, controversy sometimes.
When does controversy drive the sales of a video game?
When people think there's
Horses.
censorship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, horses didn't do
exactly.
that great, but
No, but and it wasn't that good.
But
no.
I think it did better than it would have
It
on
would have.
Steam.
Then it would have. Yep.
Yeah.
Also, think about that game Hatred.
Yep.
Mhm.
Do y'all know about that game?
I vaguely remember. Yes, I do remember.
There
Remind
was
us.
like controversy because people were like, "This is basically a school shooter simulator."
Oh, yeah.
It's a mid twin stick shooter. And without the controversy, it would not have 10,000 Steam reviews. Yep. That's one thing, I guess. Controversy, you're correct.
Put a bunch of guys in there from things you recognize.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you saying Fortnite's a bad game?
I mean, it doesn't have to be, but there are a lot of gotcha games that are bad games that do very well.
You know, a bunch, but that doesn't necessarily do it, because like you just putting a bunch of guys in something, people can smell the fear when you do that. And they'll be like, this is an obvious cash in, and they like, unless they already, it works if they already like the thing, then you can put a bunch of guys in there. But if you start out with like, here's all your favorite guys, unless it's got a real good hook, people will get very suspicious of you, is what I feel.
So what you're saying is Super Smash Brothers is the stink of desperation of Nintendo trying to save their company, and it worked, and so they kept doing it.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And you can tell it's that it was based in fear and desperation, because they keep trying to not let people enjoy it. You can't make tournaments with this. Don't have any fun with this.
We're embarrassed about it. Don't look at me.
That's right. That's right.
Every Super Smash Brothers release is an admission.
Smash Bros is like their hidden porn stash. Yeah. They're like, no,
release
nothing.
Brothers.
I'm washing my hands.
I mean, I feel like it doesn't always work fantastically, but every Sonic game will sell, even if it's really bad. Like Sonic 06 probably did way better than it should have because Sonic's in it.
Right.
That's true. And
sometimes a bad game does well because it's built on the bones of a good game.
And kind of expanding on that, and our earlier question, it used to be that a licensed game meant it was going to at least sell this much, because you could sell it to you could sell it through to retailers. There's like, okay, there's a Top Gun movie coming, and or like Top Gun is out, and we know it's popular. We have a game, and it's gonna be ready by Christmas or whatever. That kind of thing would do it. Or like, here's a Simpsons game. It's got the Simpsons right in it.
And I mean, you mentioned Top Gun, like I've seen some sales numbers, and for the NES, just all those games, like 700 something games, all those like banger classics on that system. Top Gun is the second best-selling third-party game on that system.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's
the game's
number
not
one?
very good.
Ninja Turtles.
That makes sense.
Maybe
Nice.
one or two. I don't remember which one.
And
then they're all sold by Mario 1 and 3. But I think Top Gun is like, if you combine everything, it's like in the top 5 in that library.
That's wild.
Top Gun.
Wow.
Yeah. That's so. Yeah, I guess that's it. That is another one then.
Yeah.
All right, we're figuring it out. We're closing in.
We are closing around the gap of how to be successful in video games without making a good one.
Tom Cruise.
Making a good one is hard. Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Thomas.
Oh, do we want like how to be successful in video games without making a good one? Because I got a list of people.
Wait,
yeah.
I have another one.
You go first.
Porn games that cater to an underserved fetish or
specific
group.
kind of weirdo. Yeah.
Yeah, someone whose needs are not being met in the pornography video game field, you can definitely succeed, and the game itself does not have to be that good, because people will try it in the hope, and then they don't want to.
Wow.
That sounds really tempting. Like, I could figure that out. Do you know how many porn games are on Steam?
I know there's so many.
Yeah.
Brandon, just so Esper can link to them in the show notes, can you give some examples of those?
I relate to that sentiment very specifically, because that's what it's like trying to find good fan fiction these days.
Yeah.
And you're like scraping the bottom of that barrel, like, oh my God, please, I don't want to do this, but what if this one is good and I'm willing to put up with some of these tropes if it's good? And it's never good. It's never good.
Like, I really like when Nipples are Hooves instead, but I just can't find anything.
No, it's usually not even that. It's
Someone's going to make that now.
It's the characterizations are really bad. Like, come on, guys, we're not watching or consuming the same piece of media. If you think this is acceptable, we can do better.
The characters have to be authentic for it to be hot. Otherwise, they're just actors.
So the answer is cast Tom Cruise in Sonic 3 and
game.
Knuckles the movie.
Yeah.
The porn parody.
Yeah.
And then make a video game out of it. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Tom Cruise in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, a porn parody, the official video game of the movie.
Yeah. Peter
Esper,
Jackson's.
that's the episode title.
That's the episode title. We solved it. Last question today. What is the maybe it will happen today of video games?
Yeah.
Hooves for Nipples.
Mother 3?
No. Never.
Not anymore.
No, 'cause it's
Maybe in the
absolutely
mid
never.
2000s, even the early 2010s.
Yeah.
Is there a Duke Nukem game that's in limbo somewhere?
But nobody's that excited
Not
about
anymore.
it. This has to be something that
Yeah.
that the people are clamoring for.
They already did the new
where-
Metroid.
Yeah, they
did the
did.
Metroid Prime 4, so that
Beyond
so
Good
that
and
just
Evil
happened
too.
in the parlance of
Yeah,
that one
right.
guy.
Ubisoft, like, there's like 3 people who work there now.
I
Yeah,
know,
they just-
right?
They can't make that game.
No, legitimately, Beyond Good and Evil 2 might be the one because people still go up for that game. I don't know why, but they love that game. They're anxious for a sequel, but I don't know how anybody can still be anxious for a sequel and like see Ubisoft and still be anxious. Like,
Yeah.
I would not have any faith if I were an old Beyond Good and Evil fan that the current Ubisoft could deliver on that. Like,
Also, they're just not in a position where they can risk that.
exactly.
You know, that they're not so no, I disagree. That's never going to happen.
There's one for a very
Post acquisition, maybe, or something.
very small subset of like fighting game fans, which would be SNK returns to just being a company instead of owned by Saudi
Ooh-wee.
Arabia Prince. That would, for some people, that's the kind of thing.
So someone buys it from the Saudis, like purchases it away,
Or
from the Saudis?
they divest themselves from it, like they,
Okay.
as has happened to SNK many times. It gets dumped, and then a prior owner
Aw.
buys it back.
Okay.
I mean, in the spirit of the question, maybe there's like a revolution and somebody gets deposed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be something.
Okay. What? Give me the actual question, like word for word.
What is the maybe it will happen today of video games?
And for people who are not familiar, just in case, we're well into this question.
Yeah.
It was there was a brief period where people thought that maybe Trump died on a plane because it went somewhere and then it immediately turned
That's
around.
the latest incident of
the
that,
latest.
but there have been many.
There have been many. But it's that kind of thing where
We're all hoping for something we are not going to say out loud.
Oh, it's gonna
Right.
be
Yes.
hope. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
There was another thing that I had thought of, but Kingdom Hearts 4 coming out at all.
I'm sure. Yeah, that's definitely something for somebody.
Yeah, but we've seen it's been several years since they teased that, and we haven't heard hide nor hair in a long time. Like it's been
I'm agreeing with you that
Oh, okay.
that's definitely a maybe it'll happen today.
Also,
for
a Chrono
a group of
Trigger
people.
remake, like a HD 2D whatever with Chrono Trigger. I feel like is in the cards for them at
Yeah.
That'll probably
Square Enix.
That'll probably wind up happening. I think.
yeah.
It's
I
still
think so.
weird to me that there isn't a New Vegas remake, so maybe that. But they would have announced it, along with this show happening.
Yeah.
After.
Just for the people with my particular brain problems, Sega makes new hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Dreamcast
that had
2.
been one for a long time. Because every time there's like a little hint, there's like, oh, they just filed a patent. It's coming. They're going to do it. Everyone's given up by now. But every time Sega does something, and then it's like, oh, it's like something that projects stars on your ceiling or whatever, which was a real one.
That was a real thing.
That was a real thing. Yeah, that
Sega did.
Yeah, they filed some new hardware stuff, and people were like, "Oh wow, they're making something," and then it turned out it was like it shows the constellations and stuff, projects them on your ceiling. It was Sega Toys,
Wow.
is why.
Sometimes the reasons Nintendo don't that Sega does is because it's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
We
it
know
sold
that.
okay. It actually did fine. As a toy.
Ash, I owe you an apology because Esper with the breaking news from today that
Okay,
Beyond Good and
because,
Evil 2 remains a priority for
There you
us,
go.
Ubisoft says.
That's what I was referencing. I thought you had heard this news too,
No,
and we're
I
just
haven't.
like
No.
poo-pooing it. Oh, okay.
We
then,
just
my
got
answer's
Untitled
still
Beast again.
back on.
Yeah.
So that's my
I mean,
bad.
For
God,
me,
those graphics are just they're too weird. They're
Yeah, that's true.
I can every time I see a screenshot of Beyond Good and Evil 2, I can smell it, and I don't like
Oh wow!
smells like
Yeah.
bacon.
Well,
it. It's
you know
usually the
what?
pig. Yeah, pig's
Yeah.
just too detailed.
Right.
I don't like
And
anything
he's like
about this
400
image.
frames
I'm
a
second
sorry.
somehow, even
you're
though
right.
my
It
monitor
doesn't
doesn't
smell
do
like
that.
bacon. It's specifically that smell like when you go to a county fair and they're like handing out ribbons for like the biggest hog.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
that
No, I
smell.
smell like dust whenever I see this. Just smell like reality dust.
Oh,
Reality test.
reality dust. You smell brown.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hi.
Yellowish.
That's what you smell. The lady just like yelling into a microphone vaguely.
Anyway, the correct answer to this was the bursting of the AI bubble. That's the maybe it will happen today a video game.
But that's never going to be a moment where we go, aha, there it is. It's just, no. We'll just
look up
it'll slowly peter out.
Yeah.
And everyone who was into it will pretend like they weren't. And that's it. There's not going to be an aha.
Well, also our economy will be in big trouble. We'll see that part. Well, but that's already happening. So no worries.
Yeah, we're there. It's time for our lightning round. We're going to play GameFAQ&As. This is the game where I go to GameFAQs and I go to one of the boards that are dedicated to a video game, usually a very popular one, so that I can take advantage of all the people who ask questions there. I pull questions from those message boards and I ask them to you free of context to give me your expert answers. This week, we are going into the depths that are Genshin Impact. Just dipping our toes into the Hoyoverse. Question number 1. Where is the King of Dragons?
Oh, you got to make a turn back Final Fantasy, the first soldier, like a couple gacha games ago. Make a left there, get you some materia for Bahamut, and there you go.
Yeah. If you hit Dragon Quest IX, you've gone too far.
Yeah.
My answer is, of course, the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Is that a game?
It's a game on the Super Nintendo, King of Dragons.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what is being referenced here, but
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Question 2. How do I beat the Tenebris Papilla?
Really hard with your fists.
First of all, I'm really sorry about your diagnosis. My mother had that too.
Boom! That's what I was thinking.
But really just like positivity and taking your meds and going to your treatment.
Yeah, they say laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah.
That was really right. If I could give out credits.
What suggestion for team comp?
Team
comp.
Team comp.
Well, you want a synergist and a medic. And what is the attack synergy in Final Fantasy 13? There's like mage and a commander,
Barbarian?
I think, or striker. Okay. Like the different paradigms. Yeah, so you can do whatever you want. You can switch it up. They have different names, the different combinations. But I really like the one where it's like the support, the yellow person, the medic, and then like the attacker, because you can do some really cool things with that.
Good team comp.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon and I didn't know that because, as discussed, 15's the good one.
Yeah.
They're all good.
What am I doing wrong?
Ways. Everything. Actually, nothing. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. So you are in good company because everybody else is doing it wrong too.
Mm-hmm. Did they remove the pity system?
It does
Brandon,
seem like that some days, doesn't it? Yes. Yeah. It does seem like the pity system and empathy in general is on a downswing, and I understand why you feel that way, but if you just go for your treatments every day, you will beat this.
They just more training. I promise you, and things will get better.
Yeah.
I'm just very amused that there's a pity system. I just think I'm just trying to imagine.
Or was.
Yeah, there was a pity system.
I'm trying to imagine in this waifu game what the pity system
you get a waifu. Yeah.
The gacha, most gacha games have a pity system in that if you spend a certain amount of like rolls and don't get any good ones, they'll give you one for free.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't.
Wait.
Gotcha. Lol. I didn't realize that was the term for that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to say, as the gacha, the main gacha enjoyer, Brandon, you should know that.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. Well, I've been abstaining. I've been doing very well.
Yeah. If you don't know about the pity system, you're a victim of the pity system.
That's right.
Yeah. I imagine whoever wrote this question being just absolutely terrified as they wrote it. Do old chats get deleted?
Oh, no. No, they don't.
No.
They don't.
And these days, they're fed into a big AI database, so everybody knows what you said.
Yeah.
And it will be said again. It will be said again.
The person you least want to know, they're the one who knows it.
Yeah.
I know, they actually, like, we give them to the police.
Yeah. They go directly to the cop. Why won't Genshin download onto my USB?
Because that shit's too small.
That's definitely.
Do you know what they're doing in that gacha game? Like that's some intense shit. Like it almost doesn't feel like that anymore. Like, I heard they were playing this shit on the PS5. That was the first time I'd ever heard of a gacha game being played on a console. And I'm like, oh, we are doing things differently. And then I discovered Infinity Nikki and lost my mind for a couple of months. I can go back to that now.
That's the sequel to Little Nicky, right?
No.
No.
But also, yes.
I guess it would be the sequel, yeah. Sorry, I was going to say it was the prequel, but sequel makes more sense.
Yeah, you go from small to big.
Yeah.
Like land to world. All right.
Yeah.
Who is better for Hyperbloom, Kokomi or Furina?
Furina.
Yeah. Why are you even asking? This is
Yeah. Done deal.
Do you get like points for asking questions? This is ridiculous.
I mean, you might get currency for asking questions. That's probably the thing they do.
That's the only explanation for this ridiculous question.
We all know it's Furina. Why can't people join my world?
Because you don't let them in, friend. You have to go to your treatment.
You gotta let them in.
You gotta open yourself up,
you know,
and that's what you get when you go to your treatment.
Wish I could be
joining your world.
Part of your world.
And finally, probably the most important question that I saw on this: how can I delete my Hoyoverse account?
You can't.
Yeah. You gotta go to the head office.
Yeah, you actually have to go in person. It's true. Yeah,
you got to make an appointment with the CEO, but you have to fill out a bunch of forms, but they don't have half the forms, and you have to go across town and get those forms, and then you come back, and they're like, it's a different person. It's very Kafka-esque. It's just a big swirling labyrinth.
It used to be easier, but they did remove the pity system.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And that's an insert credit. I'm giving today's credit to Frank Cifaldi for the
damn. I lost my job and I don't even get the pity credit.
For the Tenebris Pillage.
Well, pity system's over. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ash. They removed the pity system. Does anyone
just in time because I just spent all them credits.
Yeah, that's right. We all got to play Pac-Man 2: The New Adventures.
I've been doing it.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything they'd like to recommend? Let's start with you, Ash.
Way to catch me off guard. I don't actually have that much to recommend. I just wanted to take the opportunity.
I thought you might recommend Give Me a Job.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
I was not gonna. No, actually, I hadn't thought of that at all. But I did want to take the opportunity to say, like, yes, I was let go from The Verge. I'm okay. I'll be okay. That's that union. Ooh, that's making sure that I have not completely lost my mind. But yeah, I'm going to be okay. I have some things that are cooking. I know what I'm supposed to do. I think I have an idea of what I'm supposed to do, and I have an idea about how to get there. So, I'm going to get there. There's so many different ways I could get there, but I'm going to get there. I'm going to be fine. That being said,
if I can help you, let me know.
Thank you.
I know a lot of human beings.
I know you do.
Put you in front of them.
I'll say this, at least. I'm exploring the ideas of doing video game consulting. So if you want like things like mock reviews, that kind of stuff for like your video game that you're trying to bring to market, and you need insights as to, you know, how it holds up, like how the media will receive it, where you can maybe pitch it, that kind of thing. I feel like I would be good or have the skills to do that serviceably and make money doing that. So if that's something you're interested in, find me on Blue Sky, reach out to me. However, you know, we can talk things out.
If you're working on a game and you need to know how fuckable your monsters are, we can get you just like the most expert opinion on that.
That's right.
Yeah, essentially. And with that, I've had like a lot of positive reception from people, and I have things in the works, so I will be okay. And I wanted to say that I had a lot of condolences from people, you know, and a lot of that was from the Insert Credit audience, and I just want to say thank you for that. It really makes me feel good that when people say they like my stuff, they actually mean that. So thank you.
Yay.
And yeah, like when things change or when things develop, I'll let you know. But yeah, I'm okay. We're taking it one day at a time, and it's almost getting to the point where the level of response I'm getting is getting to be too much to handle all at once when this is so fresh. So I'm good for now.
Yeah, I don't know. I immediately was like, I'm seizing this opportunity. Let's do stuff.
Yeah.
And I want to do those things. Oh, wow. He was serious. That's so cute. I have to tell you something off air.
Okay.
I'm very excited to see an Ash and Frank project. Let's see what that looks like.
Mr. Bones.
Yeah.
Mr. Bones oral history.
Yeah, it does seem like it's going that way. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Mr.
That's
Bones
not
and
an
us.
announcement. We haven't even like started even talking about whether we're doing it. So,
but we have to do that.
But yeah, that's what Ash was talking about in terms of like knowing what she's supposed to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Bones.
Yeah.
That's what she has to do.
Yes, that's what I have to do.
Brandon, you got anything?
Sure, I do. Okay, I have two food items.
Ooh.
Full disclosure, I don't know if you can get them outside of where I live.
Probably not.
But one of them is From the Fields granola.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that around at all the expensive grocers. Yes,
That's right. So I have very particular feelings about granola. I like unique ones. I was having the Bare Naked chocolate one for a while, quite a while, because it was chocolate, but it had like a ginger thing going on, which they didn't advertise, but it was in there and you could really taste it, and that was interesting. But then they changed the packaging and added more sugar, and now it's worse. So I had to find a new one, and the current one is From the Fields Honey Lavender Granola.
That sounds awesome. I hate the name
Yeah.
of this company though.
It's got lavender in it. And what I really like is that, so it's a bunch of obviously oats, but also seeds and nuts and things. And the way that they whatever process they're using to dry the stuff, it doesn't get soggy very easily. It holds up from the time when I pour the milk to sit down and finish it. So that's very nice. And it reminds me of I forget the word, but the thing in the little dish at like North Indian restaurants where you take a little spoon of it, and it's got the little candied bits, and it's got the anise seed, and it's got the various spices. Texturally, it's like that, and flavor-wise, it's slightly also it's reminiscent of that because it's got this perfuminess. So I really like it, but they have a bunch of other flavors. Anyway, that's one. Next one. Speaking of Indian things, dosa chips. I know you can order those online. Dosachips.com, you can order them. But if you know what a dosa is,
Dosa
it's like
Divas.
it's like a fermenty crepe with fermented rice flour, and it's tangy and salty. And these are dried dosa pieces, and they have a curry one, and it's just tangy curry dosa chips. It's exactly what it says it's going to be, and very tasty. They're also a little bit expensive, so I can't get them every day, but they're pretty good. Also, they get a little oily toward the bottom. Be aware of that. So that's my second food recommendation. Lastly, I have a movie rec, which is if you want to see something completely baffling, check out the movie American Rickshaw. It stars a real life Olympic gymnast named Mitch Gaylord, who is not an actor, and so he's always just like staring off into the distance, no matter what's happening, and so like it just makes the whole movie really strange because he doesn't know how to react to things, and the things he's having to react to are like there's a conspiracy where Satan, posing as a pastor, is trying to get hold of this sacred object that a Chinese witch used to have, but then he seduced her, and it's Donald Pleasance wearing like Ninja Turtle makeup. And then the witch is using a cobra and a cat spiritually to project help onto this gymnast who was born in the year of the tiger. It's just like all this stupid nonsense. But he pulls a rickshaw. That's his job, and then it's full of like practical effects and weird nonsense and chases. And it's just like if you want to watch a movie where you'll be like, what? Every 5 minutes, not just because of the narrative, but because of the if you're interested in film technique at all, watch this movie and you will constantly be saying what? Like there's a shot where the cinematographer chose to do like a spiraling pan down a staircase to a pile of trash. There's no context for that trash at that time. It's just like beautiful shot. Here's some garbage in a stairwell. And it's like, what are you doing?
I don't know if the mic caught me saying yes.
It did.
Yes.
So
It did.
Based on your description, I was trying to guess the year, and I came up with 1989, and I was on the money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it also has a lot of beautiful 80s shots of Miami, which is
That's
fun.
very 1989. Yeah.
And they have like a over the top gay character, and they're not even mean to him
Ooh.
particularly. Yeah.
Oh, that's not 1999.
I know.
Very much not.
If I had told you that part, it would have been confusing. But it was Italian.
Like, yeah, I would have gotten the date wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, really weird movie. If you want to watch something that's just like, why am I watching this? Check it out. The end. Okay. Oh, also, sorry, one last thing. I'm going to make one last bid for people who have played Demon School to give it a good rating, because we've kind of stalled out in the ratings. They do help a lot, the positive ones. We've also, recent ratings have been a little lower, so I want to juice that number back up. And if we could get to 1,000, that would be really nice. And we're at like 800 in English right now. So do that if you can. If you've played it and you haven't done that, just say like good game and hit the button. And you don't even have to be clever about it. I won't mind. The end.
I guess my recommendation, building off that, is just in general, rate and review things. I know we always say it at the end of the podcast, do our show. Please do that, of course, and do Demon School. But just like, especially smaller things that you enjoy, like any game or not like product on Amazon. Don't give Amazon anything, but any podcast you listen to, any YouTube video, right? Like,
and subscribe.
I had a pretty successful YouTube video on the Foundation's channel that I worked really hard on, and just the positivity from some of the comments just like made my week when that came out.
It keeps you
it's
going.
like, it's just like we all just want to feel noticed. It's not just always about like, we want the product to succeed or whatever. Sometimes it's just like, I worked really hard on this and you noticed something that I specifically like was proud of, and like that's a really big deal to someone making something. So, if something touches you and you have the time and ability, like just go comment and review on it.
Yeah, totally. I just to add on that a little bit, that when people notice little things that you did in something that you did, that's always nice. Yeah. It's like, someone was actually paying attention. That's
cocaine. It's cocaine.
Oh yeah. It's just really it's really pleasant, and it's not like we're here for the attention, but it is kind of like if you work really hard on something, you want to know that people saw it. And you want to, and you can look at the numbers and be like, okay, people saw it. But when someone is like, I liked this part, then you're like, oh, someone really saw it. I don't know. It just, we resonate naturally with human connection. And so it just, it works. It helps.
In that spirit, here's a review that we just got from, oh yeah, it's Same. Who said, started watching this early last year, and it's one of the few shows I make sure to catch every week. I mostly listen on my phone, but the YouTube version is a delight as well. Really fun questions with a panel of sweet, knowledgeable people. Introduced me to the Infograms theme song, and hoping it shows me several new defunct game dev theme songs in the future. We'll do our best as we discover them.
That's very good. Someone on the forums was talking about the last episode, the best game of all time one. And they were talking about how they look forward to listening to the episode on their drive to work. Yeah. And they knew that this one was longer, so they got up an hour early.
Oh wow. My God.
So that
Are
they
you
could
serious?
enjoy
love
the
that.
full experience.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wonderful. Well, we might feature you in a future episode if you leave us a review, or even better, keep us going directly with your patronage at patreon.com/insertcredit. You could sponsor our show with an advertisement or personal message by emailing me at show@insertcredit.com. You join our community at forums.insertcredit.com or find us on youtube.com/insertcreditshow. Special thanks to friends of the show, Only Ghosts, Kyle Brown, Corey, Alexander Davies, Will Roar, Jordan Thornquest, Death Strandicoot, Sean Patrick, and Plasma Goose. This episode is edited by Esper Quinn with music by Kurt Feldman. I'm Alex Jaffe.
I'm Frank Spaldi.
Want to try that again?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ash,
do you want to start going first? You can go first.
Ash was about to say, I'm Frank Cifaldi. She was just going to jump in with, I'm Frank Cifaldi.
I did that. It was in my, I know that was next. And so I was like, I have to say that. I don't know why.
You know the burden of being Frank Cifaldi is that you have to deal with my icebreakers without any warm-up.
Right.
It's a lot.
There was a time when Jaffe would tip me off as he was talking, so I'd have some time to think, and then he stopped. So
I did stop doing that.
Anyway,
who
are you?
I'm Alex Jaffe.
I'm Frank Cifaldi.
I'm Ash Parrish.
Pretty sure?
I'm Brandon Sheffield.
Yes.
And your game has now been saved. Love it.
Yeah, I don't know if you all
fun.
caught that she
Good
was
one.
actually about to say I'm Frank Cifaldi.
I was.
You were about to say I'm Frank Cifaldi.
You're just singing along to your favorite song.
Right.
That's
Like
right.
those bits of like if you were like in a play and reciting everyone else's lines under your
Right.
breath as they were
I could do
saying
this whole
it.
thing myself.
My brain is doing weird things to me in the post
You're
layoff
seeing the little
world.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm seeing
yeah.
the little guys. Like
Little
the-
patients.
I think the stress of everything, even though I'm like not stressed because I know I'm okay, is like doing fucked up shit to my brain. But the thing
You're
that I
seeing
would like
little
to
guys holding up picket signs that say "You're Frank Cifaldi."
yeah.